people. It is time for the. It is time for the morning show, people. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Time for the morning show, people. Get your morning coffee. I'm gonna give you this news real quick. See what's in the news. Break down this news. Give me 1 second, people. Give me 1 second. Gotta break down this news for you. Break down this news for you, people. Okay, people. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, people. How's everybody doing this morning? What time is it? Alexa, what time is it?
It's 10:53 a.m.
10:53 a.m. Good morning. You know what I'm saying? All praise be to the Most High God. Let's get this news going. You want to get this news going, people? I'm your host. I'm your pastor, Mr. Michael Smith. This is the morning news wrap up. You know what I'm saying? We break down these news stories. If you're new to this channel, if this is your first time here on this channel, tap on that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bells. Also, tap on that subscribe button. Turn your notification bells. Hit them like button, people. Tap on them thumbs up button, people. Get us in them algorithms, people. Tap on them thumbs up buttons. What else we got? Those thumbs up buttons. Don't forget, if you want to tune into the, if you want to become a member of this channel, the join button is right there. Hit that join button. You get exclusive content on the Illuminati Radio podcast. That's the breakdown of the celebrities and the breakdown of Hollywood and the satanic rituals that comes along with it. We break all that down on the Illuminati Radio podcast show exclusively for members. So simply hit that join button to become a member. You get that exclusive content. We're on episode 47. Yeah, we're on episode 47, season 8 of the Illuminati Radio podcast. So hit that join button and you can check out that exclusive content, as well as you get exclusive merchandise, Illuminati Radio coffee mugs, and Illuminati Radio t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? And also you get first dibs on the Hebrew Israelite calendars every year. You know what I'm saying? So you got a lot of perks, you know what I'm saying, becoming a member of ISBC Truth. Let me see here. Don't forget, we have a 24-hour prayer line number, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That prayer line number is 310-365-6816, 310-365-6816. Hold on. That's me. That was me. That was me, people. Just want to check something out real quick. All right, so let's go ahead and get this news on and popping, people. Let's check out Alta Zero first and see what's going on with Alta Zero, people. Alexa, give me Alta Zero news podcast. Alexa, give me Al Jazeera News Podcast.
Playing Al Jazeera news updates from Amazon Music. Continuing U.S. denies visas for Palestinian officials before UN Assembly. Cholera outbreak kills TK in Sudan. You can also ask to play the latest episode.
An online Alexa, market. Play the latest episode.
Getting Al Jazeera news updates from Amazon Music. Here's the latest episode. Indonesia protests. Russia targets Ukraine's energy facilities.
Al Jazeera podcasts. The number of people starving to death in Gaza is rising every day, a result of the Israeli military's months-long blockade on food, medicine, and fuel. The health ministry says that
Alexa,
another...
pause. Damn. The Arabs over in the Gaza is really suffering from a famine. And this famine that the Gazans is suffering from is manufactured. You know what I'm saying? It's manufactured. And like I said, the devil do not cease to um, do his same tactics, because this is how they gain control. And yeah, I'm not believing, because they using the narrative that oh, it's because the Arabs have Israeli hostages. How can people who is already defeated, you already defeated them to the point that they are at your mercy just to get food? How can they even have hostages? That don't even make sense to me. But the Israelis is doing this because the main objective is the Israelis want to take over that land. They want that land. They want control over that land. Alexa, resume.
Resuming Al Jazeera news updates from Amazon Music. Indonesia protests. Russia targets Ukraine's energy facilities.
Palestinians have died of starvation and malnutrition in the past 24 hours. That takes the death toll to 339 people, more than a third of them were children. At the same time, the Israeli military is bombing the Strip relentlessly. At least 30 Palestinians have been killed since dawn on Sunday. That number includes 13 people who were trying to collect food at distribution sites. A flotilla of dozens of boats carrying hundreds of activists and humanitarian aid is setting sail from Barcelona to Gaza. Organizers say that they're trying to break the illegal siege. Israel has already blocked 2 attempts by activists to deliver aid to the Strip by sea this year.
Alexa, pause. So you mean to tell me the Israelis and the UN is the only one that can deliver aid to the Arabs in Gaza? Because aid is coming from other places, and the Israelis is blocking the aid from coming in? Make that make sense, people. The UN, which is the Israelis, you know what I'm saying, they're the same people, is bringing the food in to the Gazans, but is putting stipulations on the food that they're bringing in. Because when the Gazans go to get the food, the Israelis unalive them. But the Gazans have aid coming from other places, boats coming in from other places to bring aid into the Gazans, probably their own people. You know what I'm saying? Qatar, you know what I'm saying? Iraq, you know what I'm saying? Because they're all Arabs. So probably other Arab groups is trying to bring the aid into the Gazans, and the Israelis is blocking that. That's crazy. That is crazy, people. Alexa, resume. Alexa, what type of famine was in 70 AD in Israel?
From EBSCO.com. In 70 CE, Roman general Titus launched a siege on Jerusalem, which resulted in devastating famine and the eventual breach of the city's defenses.
The Roman named Titus and his armies came into Jerusalem, where the black folks are. Surrounded Jerusalem, where the black folks are, and did the same thing that the Israelis doing over here to the Gazans. They started. It was a famine like no other. It was a famine so much that we was literally eating our babies. Alexa, when Titus made siege around Israel in 70 AD, did the Israelites eat their babies?
From Quora.com. Because of great food shortages in besieged Jerusalem, famished Jewish women became cruel in that they had no milk to give their offspring and actually ate their own children to stay alive.
And nobody's talking about that. To us in 70 AD, the Israelite women, because of the lack of bread, because of the lack of food, the Israelite women literally fried, laid to the side their own babies in 70 AD because Titus starved them out. Titus starved them out. Alexa, how many Israelites escaped Titus in Israel?
From Wikipedia.org. In other words, there were 581,000 more exits from Israel than reentries on the part of Israeli residents, i.e., persons living in Israel whether native born or born elsewhere.
Lord. Alexa, what scripture does it says when Jesus says, when you see Jerusalem compassed with armies, flee into the mountains?
From Audible.com. Jesus says, Luke 21:20-22, and when ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
Alexa, get me Luke chapter 21, verse 22.
From GodTube.com. Luke 21:22, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
Alexa, get me Luke chapter 21, verse 21.
From Wikipedia.org. Luke 2:21 tells how Joseph and Mary have their baby circumcised on
Alexa,
the 8th
stop.
day.
Lord, for these be the days of vengeance. That's what happens to us in Jerusalem in 70 AD. Same thing that they doing over there to the Arabs. The same exact thing. It's nothing no different, people. Nothing no different. Lord. I tell you. Alexa, is it prophesied that a famine is coming to the daughter of Babylon?
I don't know that.
Alexa, is it prophesied that a famine is coming to America?
From Logos.com. Amos 8:11-13 prophesied that God would send a famine of the word of God and that such a time would arise where people would not heed the voice of the Lord to seek after justice but would rather satisfy their own bellies.
But will rather satisfy their own bellies. Alexa, is it prophesied that a famine is coming to America?
From Logos.com. Amos 8:11-13 prophesied that God would send a famine of the word of God and that such a time would arise where people would not heed the voice of the Lord to seek after justice but would rather satisfy their own bellies.
Alexa, Amos chapter 8 verse
Sorry, I don't know that.
Alexa, Amos chapter 8 verse 11.
From Biblia.com. 11 Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Jehovah, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of Jehovah.
His name is not Jehovah, people. His name is Ahia. Alexa, AHAYAH. What does that mean? Alexa, AHAYAH. What does that mean?
From Quora.com. Ahaya is Phoenician Hebrew for I am.
Okay. So his name is not Jehovah. His name is Ahia. So Ahia says, the day's coming that he shall send a famine not of bread, not of water, but of hearing the word. It's gonna come a time, people, where you ain't gonna be able to hear this word, whether within a news report like we do here, or just flat out the word like we do every evening in the Bible study class. It's gonna come a family where you ain't gonna hear it like this. Alexa, Amos chapter 8, verse 12.
From blueletterbubble.org. Amos 8:12 And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east, they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it.
You will not find the truth the way we giving it to you now. You should see that because they working on that now. Alexa, resume.
Resuming Al Jazeera news updates from Amazon Music. Indonesia protests. Russia targets Ukraine's energy facilities.
Leaders of the world's two most populous nations and economic rivals are meeting as a trade war with the United States looms. Chinese President Xi Jinping is hosting Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the sidelines of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit. The two leaders are trying to repair ties following long-running border tension. Xi says improved relations offer far-reaching benefits for both countries. Indonesian political parties have agreed to remove some allowances and privileges for members of parliament after days of protests in cities across the country. The president announced the reforms after another night of demonstrations. MPs recently received a new housing allowance worth 10 times the minimum wage in Jakarta. At least 5 people have been killed during the protests against inequality and accusations of corruption and police brutality. A Russian drone attack has damaged 4 power facilities near the southern Ukrainian city of Odessa. The regional governor says the attack left more than 29,000 people without electricity. The port city of Chornomorsk was the worst affected by the outage. And Russia's emergencies ministry is reporting a major fire has broken out at an industrial site near the capital. Clouds of smoke were seen rising from a warehouse in Balashika. Officials have not confirmed if anyone was killed or injured.
All right, Alexa, pause. All right, that's
Camus
Alexa, pause. All right, that's international news, people. People, you're tuning into the ISBC Truth News Hour morning show every morning right here on ISBC Truth, where we give you the news and we break down the news and we biblically give you the truth. With your host, Pastor Michael Smith, and make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, people. If you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on your notification bells. Hit that subscribe button, people. Turn on your notification bell. Also, tap on them like button, people. Get us in the algorithm. Tap on them like button, people. Oh, don't forget, people, you know what I'm saying? Hit that join button. Become a member, and you can get exclusive Illuminati Radio podcast episodes. You know what I'm saying? Breaking down celebrities and these Hollywood elites and the satanic rituals that they do. All exclusively as a member, you get that. You know what I'm saying? We're on episode 47, season 8. Don't miss episode 47, season 8 this evening, people. Also, you also get exclusive merch, Illuminati Radio coffee mugs, and Illuminati Radio T-shirts, and you also get first dibs every year when we create the brand new Hebrew Israelite calendars. So you don't want to miss out on that. Hit that join button, become a member today. All right, let's see what else we have in the news. Let's go to NPR. Alexa, give me NPR news. Alexa, give me NPR news.
Playing NPR News now from Amazon Music. Here's the latest episode, NPR News, August 31st, 2025, 10 a.m. EDT.
This message comes from NPR sponsor Odoo. Some describe Odoo like a magic beanstalk because it scales with you and is magically affordable. Odoo, exactly what a business needs. Sign up at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Live from NPR News in Washington, I'm Giles Snyder.
Annunciation Catholic Church in Minneapolis held its first Mass last night since Wednesday's deadly shooting, with church pastor Father Dennis Arendt addressing the congregation from the church's school auditorium.
Alexa, pause. Didn't Alexa, where in the Bible does it says, call no man your father?
I don't know that one.
Alexa, where in the scriptures does it says, call no one your father?
Here's a vacation joke brought to you by Royal
Alexa,
Caribbean.
stop. Alexa, where in the Bible does it says, call no man your father? Alexa, where in the Bible where Jesus says, call no one your father?
Go Ask Your Father by Leonard J. Davis.
Alexa, stop. Damn, where is it at? Let me see. Alexa, in the Bible, Jesus says, call no man your father, for you have one father that is in heaven.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Alexa, where in the Bible does Jesus says, call no one your father?
Sorry, I don't have an answer for that.
Alexa, in the Bible, it says, call no one your father. I know it's in the Bible. I know it's... Hold on for a minute. Alexa, in the Bible, Jesus says you have one Father that is in heaven.
I don't know that one.
Alexis, in the Bible says you have one Father that is your Father in heaven. Alexa, Jesus says you have one Father that's your Father in heaven.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Lord. I gotta look that up. You know what I'm saying? Because, oh, wait a minute. Alexa, where in the Bible does Jesus says, call no man your master?
From BibleHub.com. Matthew 23:10. Neither be ye called masters, for one is your master, Christ.
Alexa, give me Matthew chapter 23, verse 10.
According to the King James Bible, Matthew 23:10 reads, Neither be ye called masters, for one is your master, even Christ.
Alexa, give me Matthew 23, 9.
According to the King James Bible, Matthew 23:9 reads, And call no man your father upon the earth, for one is your Father, which is in heaven.
Alexa, give me Matthew 23, 8. Alexa, give me Matthew chapter 23, verse 8.
According to the King James Bible, Matthew 23:8 reads, But be not ye called Rabbi, for one is your master, even Christ, and all ye are brethren.
Yeah. So call no man rabbi, which means master or father. For you have one master or father, that is the Father Ahia. You know what I'm saying? So these people in this church over here in Minnesota, I heard them say, oh, you're the rabbi. Alexa, give me Matthew 23, 9. Alexa, give me Matthew chapter 23, verse 9.
According to the King James Bible, Matthew 23:9 reads, And call no man your father upon the earth, for one is your Father, which is in heaven.
So the people in the Catholic Church calling the man behind the pulpit their father. You have one spiritual father, and that spiritual father is the Most High God. Yes, you got earthly fathers. You know what I'm saying? That's common sense. That's your earthly father. But As far as your spiritual father, you have one spiritual father. That's the Most High God that's in heaven. Alexa, Matthew chapter 23, verse 10.
From studylight.org. Neither be ye called masters, for one is your master, even Christ. Matthew 23:10.
So, there you have it. You know what I'm saying? Alexa, resume.
Resuming NPR News now, from Amazon Music. NPR News, August 31st, 2025, 10 a.m. EDT.
Church is still a crime scene. He expressed hope for a better day.
And that's what we do now at Annunciation. We watch for that light of a new day. We watch for that light that will scatter every darkness. We watch for that light that will never fade, that will only grow stronger.
2 students were killed in the shooting, 18 wounded, nearly all of them children. At least 7 victims were still hospitalized as of Saturday. Authorities have identified the gunman as a 23-year-old former student who took his own life. To China now, where world leaders are arriving for a summit seen as a countermeasure to U.S. influence. The organization brings together leaders from countries known as the Global South, including Russia and India. From Taipei, Jan Kamitson Brumby has more.
The red carpet has been rolled out for foreign leaders in China's northern city of Tianjin. Founded in 2001, the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit has shifted from focusing on security to also including economic cooperation. It offers a view of what a non-US dominated international order might look like. In a meeting ahead of the summit,
what is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and Africa formulated?
Sorry, I don't know that one.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi told China's President Xi Jinping that India was committed to progressing relations between the two states. The comments come just days after the US hit India with 50% tariffs for buying Russian oil. For NPR News, I'm
Alexa,
Jan.
pause. That's because Brazil, Russia, India, China, and Africa is joining forces. You know what I'm saying? Alexa, what is BRAC? Brazil, Russia, India, China, and Africa.
Sorry, I don't know that one.
They have formed an alliance with each other. Alexa, resume. Alexa, resume.
Resuming NPR News now, from Amazon Music. NPR News, August 31st, 2025, 10 a.m. EDT.
In Taipei.
Thousands of customers were left without power this morning in southern Ukraine. Officials say a Russian drone attack damaged 4 power facilities near the city of Odessa. The regional governor says homes and administrative buildings were also damaged. Israeli troops have recovered the bodies of 2 Israeli hostages held in Gaza. The Israeli military also targeted the main spokesman of Hamas in an airstrike. Here's NPR's Daniel Esther reporting from Tel Aviv.
The Israeli military says it's recovered the bodies of 2 Israelis killed in the Hamas attack on
Alexa, pause. That's BS. The Israelis cannot have, the Arabs cannot have any Israeli hostages because the Arabs is already defeated. You defeated the people. The Arab people is at your mercy because they are in the point of starvation. There's a damn near famine over there. How in the hell do they even have hostages? You know what I'm saying? Because if the Arabs is at famine, then the Israeli hostages is really starving, and they would have been unalived a long time ago due to starvation. Alexa, resume. Alexa, resume.
Resuming NPR News now, from Amazon Music. NPR News, August 31st, 2025, 10 a.m. EDT.
October 7th, 2023. Israel says the 2 were killed trying to protect others during the attack, and their bodies were taken to Gaza. Now, 48 hostages remain in Gaza, including 20 believed to still be alive. 2 weeks ago, Hamas agreed to a proposal by Egypt and Qatar to free half of the remaining
Alexa,
hostages.
pause. You see how full of shit they are? They said 48 Israeli hostages still in Gaza. 20 of them is confirmed to be still alive. How do the Israelis know that it is the particular numbers? How do the Israelis know these particular numbers between what's alive and what's not? 48 represents what? 1948. These small hatters moved into a country in 1948. 20 represents what? 20 represents unaliving. So once again, I tell you, how in the hell, if 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 the Arabs got Israeli hostages, how the hell do they come up with these numbers where they know, oh, we got 48 people still over there in the Gaza, but it's reported that 20 is a messenger call. Hello? 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 Who's this? Hello? Who's this? This is Pastor Michael Smith. Hello? Who's this? Oh, this is Pastor Michael Smith. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, this is in North Carolina over here. Okay. Enjoy your Sunday. Yeah, that was the wrong number, people. That was the wrong number. All right. Yeah. So there you have it, people. Let's go ahead and continue on. Alexa, resume.
Resuming NPR News now, from Amazon Music. NPR News, August 31st, 2025, 10 a.m. EDT.
Agreed to those terms, but Israel has not responded to the proposal. Israel says it wants all, not half of the hostages. On Saturday, the Israeli military targeted the top spokesman of Hamas in Gaza. Israel says he was killed in the strike. Daniel Estrin, NPR News, Tel Aviv.
And you're listening to NPR News. A school district in Florida is among the systems responding to pressure to go back to an outdated method of handling head lice. Blake Farmer, member station WPLN reports.
For 2 decades, health authorities have discouraged excluding kids with lice since it's not really a health hazard. The Hernando School District in Florida embraced the new guidance a few years ago. Then school board member Casey Hawkins says teachers started complaining about kids in class with active infestations.
That's unfair to all of our students who do not have lice, and it's unfair to our teachers.
The Hernando School Board went back to the old policy. Districts from Massachusetts, Ohio, Georgia, and Texas are feeling the same pressure. But medical experts say a kid scratching uncontrollably has had lice for weeks already, so there's little harm in staying and more harm from being singled out and missing class. For NPR News, I'm Blake Farmer.
The French art community is rebelling against a plan to move the 11th century Bayeux tapestry to London. Didier Reichner is an art historian and journalist who's leading a campaign to stop the tapestry from being moved from France.
The tapestry is in bad shape. There are many holes, there are tears, foldings, etc. It has not been restored. You cannot do this without risk. It's evident if you think about it. The people who work on it, they all tell us this. We must listen to them.
The tapestry depicts the Norman conquest of England in 1066. French President Emmanuel Macron agreed to loan it to the British Museum to go on display about a year from now, while the Bayeux Museum shuts down for at least 2 years while a new display area is built. Today's the last day to see it in France. I'm Giles Snyder, NPR News.
This message comes from Sattva. Getting quality sleep
Alexa,
can...
pause. All right, that's it for bad news. Got one more news source, and then we'll let you guys go. What's the other news source? Alexa, get me 1010 wins.
1010 wins from Odyssey.
All Bloomberg Money Watch.
While retailers wrap up the back-to-school shopping season, the next big season, the biggest of them all, is looming.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
U.S. sellers of all things Christmas, plastic trees, ornaments, lights, elves on shelves, have been ordering their decor for months to make your holiday holly jolly.
Alexa, pause. I hope nobody's still celebrating Christmas. You know what I'm saying? It's so-called 2025. Nobody should be thinking that Christmas have anything to do with Christ in 2025. Therefore, nobody should be buying up any type of Christmas ornaments. Alexa, resume.
Here you can expect fewer choices and 10 to 20% higher prices.
Stink, stank, stunk.
Amanda Rodin, Bloomberg Money Watch, 1010 wins at 92.3 FM.
Now this message, injured, call Spector and Associates Injury Attorneys, 800-318-8888.
The 1010 Wins Pickleball Tournament presented by Nissan
Alexa,
is back.
pause. You know what I'm saying? We'll wait till that news come back. You know what I'm saying? This is the last news source. So after this, we're going to go ahead and close out. And we're going to see you guys, see you members this evening for the Illuminati Radio podcast. You know what I'm saying? For you members, you know what I'm saying? We got to go and see what's going on with these celebrities in Hollywood and the satanic rituals that they do. So that's for members only, people. If you're not a member, you hit that join button, become a member so that you guys can tune in to episode 47 of the Illuminati Radio podcast. We gotta see what's going on in the news on 1010 Wins. Make sure, if you're new to this channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, people. Tap on that subscribe button, turn on your notification bells. Tap on that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that like button, people. Tap on that like button, get us in the algorithms. And hit that join button. Let me see if Alexa, resume. Alexa, resume. Alexa, 1010 wins.
1010 wins from Odyssey.
Alexa, press play.
Summertime is flea and tick time. And
Alexa, pause. Okay, that's still on commercial. So while that's still on commercial, I guess I'll go and grab me another cup of coffee. By the time I come back, should be off commercial. Grab me a cup of coffee, people. I'll be right back. Be right back, okay? Be right back, people. Right back. All right, people, let me, okay. Let me finish up. Alexa, resume.
Border. Here's what we see on Long Island's Big Three. Eastbound Southern, a little slow by Eagle Avenue, and you do have some light delays on the eastbound Northern State Parkway right around Little Neck Parkway. Traffic sponsored by Paramus Chevrolet. Andre Ferro, 1010 wins at 92.
Ready for a great night out? Top concerts are headed to Coastal Credit Union Music.
Alexa, press pause. They still on commercial. We're about to close out in a minute, people. If there's any breaking news that happened this afternoon, we'll definitely bring you back some news. So you definitely be back this afternoon. If there's any breaking news this afternoon that need to be brought attention to. Other than that, when we come back, it's gonna be in the members only. It's gonna be for members only, which is the Illuminati Radio Podcast show. Let's see. Alexa, press play.
Chance to see your favorite artists like Blink 182, James Taylor, Pantera, Nelly, The Lumineers, and many more. Nothing beats a great night of live music with your friends. Tickets are going fast, so don't wait. Head to livenation.com to see the full list of shows and get your tickets today. That's livenation.com.
Feeling good outside today. The AccuWeather 4-day forecast now. Here's meteorologist Bill Dager.
Yeah, Brian, and to circle back to that feeling good phrase there, it's feeling great with low humidity outside, temperatures in the low to mid 70s right now. You know, typically we still get into the low 80s this time of year. It can be very humid. Today we have a nice breeze out there making it feel even cooler. Just a great day all around to get outside, and we'll repeat it tomorrow for Labor Day. So this afternoon we're going up to 78, clear tonight down to 62 50s once again in most suburbs, and sunshine, a few clouds for Labor Day tomorrow, high again 78. For Tuesday, more sun, high 79. Wednesday, sunshine, still not that humid, 79 again. Our next chance of rain not until Thursday night, ahead of a cold front. Right now, 70, mostly sunny, relative humidity 45%. Repeating the temperature, 70 going up to 78. I'm meteorologist Bill Dager on New York's weather station. 1010 wins on 92.3 FM.
Some major changes if you ride the bus in Queens. Beginning today, a total of 38 routes are being changed in neighborhoods that include Astoria, Long Island City, Jackson Heights, Ozone Park, Woodhaven, Howard Beach, and Far Rockaway. The MTA doing this to increase bus speeds. This is the second and final set of changes. The MTA will have staff members at the key bus stops to help riders get where they need to be. Mayoral hopefuls are talking about the recent spate of violence in the Bronx. 3 teenagers arrested Saturday morning after they stabbed another teen, according to cops. 2 people shot outside of a Bronx church on Friday night. Neighbors on Marion Avenue and East Fordham Road say their neighborhood's just not safe.
It's sad. It's just tired of it. It's just guns available everywhere.
Former Governor Cuomo, running as an independent candidate for mayor, talked to reporters at a campaign event saying the city needs more cops.
Fundamentally, you need more police presence.
Zoran Mamdani, Democratic nominee, says we don't need more police. He said we need violence interrupters. We need to overhaul policing and increase mental health help.
I've been speaking so much about the crisis management system because these are proven methods to help reduce the number of shootings in our city, and yet we continue to underfund them.
Republican candidate Curtis Sliwa says we're basically back in the bad old days.
It brings back a lot of emotions because the area got much better. And now it's in a steep decline.
Late last week, Mayor Adams, also running as the incumbent and as an independent, announcing that the NYPD would be sending 1,000 new officers into the borough. A treat for John Lennon fans this weekend.
This remastered audio and never-before-seen video of John's solo hit Instant Karma sounds like it was from yesterday. Just released all these years later from a New York afternoon in 1972, the sights and sounds from John and Yoko's Madison Square Garden benefit for kids with intellectual and developmental disabilities. This weekend is the anniversary of that concert, which raised the equivalent of $11.5 million. Wayne Cabot, ABC News.
Coming up, a 14-minute standing ovation at the Venice Film Festival.
Alexa,
We'll tell you what.
Pause. Alexa, what did Bob Dylan say about selling his soul?
From Quora.com. Bob Dylan's comment about selling his soul for fame during a 60 Minutes interview in 2004 was made in a metaphorical context, reflecting on the nature of fame and the compromises that come with it.
In 2004, Bob Dylan made a comment on 60 Minutes. Alexa, what happened to the interviewer that interviewed Bob Dylan?
From aljamainer.com. The interviews were intended to be used for an article Glover was writing for Esquire magazine, but Dylan became uninterested and the piece was never completed, the Associated Press reported,
Alexa,
citing...
stop. Alexa, what happened to the interviewer on 60 Minutes that interviewed Bob Dylan? Alexa, what happened to the 60-minute interviewer that interviewed Bob Dylan about selling his soul? Alexa, what happened to the interviewer that interviewed Bob Dylan on 60 Minutes?
From Pointer.org. In 2020, he abruptly walked out of an interview with 60 Minutes correspondent Leslie Stahl, claiming that she was negative.
Alexa, what did Bob Dylan say in the 60 Minutes interview about selling his soul?
From Quora.com. Bob Dylan was interviewed, I believe, on 60 Minutes, and he admitted that he sold his soul to the chief, to the God of this world and another world.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's the price of fame, people. That's the price of fame. Alexa, who is Bob Dylan?
Bob Dylan is an American singer-songwriter. Described as one of the greatest songwriters of all time, Dylan has been a major figure in popular culture over his 68-year career. With an estimated 125 million records sold worldwide, he is one of the best-selling musicians.
Bob Dylan. Alexa, what are some of the songs that Bob Dylan sung?
Some songs by Bob Dylan are Tangled Up in Blue, Knockin' on Heaven's Door, Like a Rolling Stone, and Lay, Lady, Lay.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Oh, that's Bob Dylan. So he made a song about, he did an interview about selling his soul. He did a song about selling his soul. And then he makes a song about knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. So he did a song, he did an interview about selling his soul. And then he makes a song about knocking, knock, knocking. So he realized that he sold his soul. And he made a song about knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. But he made Like a Rhinestone Cowboy. He made that too? Let me see. Alexa, what are some of the songs that Bob Dylan sung?
Some songs by Bob Dylan are Tangled Up in Blue, Knockin' on Heaven's Door, Like a Rolling Stone, and Lay, Lady, Lay.
Like a Rolling Stone. Oh, like a Rolling Stone. Alexa, play Bob Dylan's 2004 60-minute interview. Alexa, play Bob Dylan's 2004 60-minute CBS interview.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, play the 60-minute interview with Bob Dylan.
Playing 60 Minutes from Amazon Music. Here's February 16th, 2025. 28 days.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, play the 60-minute interview with Bob Dylan in 2004. I guess you guys can look it up for yourself. We're gonna go ahead and close out, people. If there's any more breaking news that may pop up this afternoon, we'll definitely bring it back to you, bring some news back to you. So stay tuned for that. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. We'll definitely, if there's any breaking news that happens this afternoon, we'll definitely come back and give you that news. But until then, we'll see you members this evening for the episode 47 of the Illuminati News Hour Illuminati Radio podcast show, breaking down the satanic industry, celebrities, Hollywoods, and such things of that nature. See you guys then. If you're new here and if you ain't a member, hit that join button. Become a member. You know what I'm saying? You're missing out. You're missing out. All right, that's gonna wrap that up, and we will see.